Joe in real life. I'm in my cul-de-sac. I have my Pokemon cup. Today's my squat day. That always makes me giggle. Because, of course, I squat every day. But today is all squats. And it's the third week of my new pared down program. I'm feeling really good about it. Honestly, the squat day is the hardest day. Not that the work is all that hard, but that the effects, the DOMs afterwards are just atrocious. I'm going to do it a little different today. I'm going to take a risk. I've been warming up in a very benign way. I'm going to be more aggressive today. I'm going to pull my sled forward and backwards around this cul-de-sac, which is exactly a third of a mile. And then I'm going to do my squats. So I'm going to do the same workout as last week, except I'm going to do more sets of 2. And I'm going to add the sled. That seems a little counterintuitive. That seems like that's going to make the soreness work worse, but I don't think so. And I can't exactly explain why I don't think so, but I think it's worth the gamble. Also, it might screw up my performance, which seems risky. Excuse me, I just breathed in a bug. I also don't think so. And I also can't explain why I don't think so. Here's why I'm doing this, right? I've been making great progress the last couple weeks. I'm feeling really good. I can afford to take a risk. Next week is a deload week, so if I don't hit the numbers that I hit last week exactly, it doesn't really cost me much, you know? I'm going into a deload anyway. I'm going to gamble a little bit. If I do hit the numbers and I have to pay for it a little harder, I'm deloading anyway. So who cares, you know? I can afford the extra recovery time because I got it in the bank. And I just think it's going to work. I just think it will. So that's what's happening today. We also, as a family, watched Extraction 2 last night. And I thought it was a banger, man. I really liked it. We all collectively loved Extraction. And if you don't know, it's the Chris Hemsworth vehicle, just a straight down the middle of the road action movie. And it's fucking great. I always say when you criticize a movie or you analyze it, you have to do it in the confines of its genre, you know? Like, the new Mulan sucked. It was terrible, right? But it's not fair to say it's terrible and treat it as though it's a regular movie. It's not a regular movie. It's a kid's movie. It's a remake of a kid's movie. You could even call that a subgenre. So, barring all unfair critique based on those grounds, it still sucked. But it didn't suck as bad, right? I checked a lot of the kids' movie boxes. And it would be unfair to hold its obvious thematic flaws against it, provided it's checking those boxes. You know? That's just how I feel. Extraction 2, did it have a great story? No. Was it a good story? I mean, not really. No. But as an unapologetic action movie, it was great. It checked all those boxes. Great fight choreography. Holy shit. Great direction. Better than the first. And the first was kind of a breakout hit as far as action direction. And the story was fine. The story was serviceable, which is all you want in that shit, you know? So yeah, I'm going to squat. And I gave you a little review of Extraction 2. There's like a 20-minute unbroken fight scene. If you like that stuff at all, you're going to love it, right? It's a direct inheritor of all those great Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone movies of the 80s and 90s. I mean, you're really going to feel that. I burped. Rude. Height of rudeness, old man. So hey, yeah, that's it. I feel great today. My lady's in the garage right now. Our new plan for holding each other accountable has been awesome. I'm just feeling really good and really happy. And yeah, squat's coming up. Let's see. Okay, kind of long video today, or long for me at least. So yeah, like I just finished and I'm feeling a little dopey. My brain's kind of snap, crackle, pop. But I did 5 sets for 2 reps at 185. Technically I only owed 4, and I was going to do 2 in the front and 2 in the back, but they were feeling good. And really, I could have done all 8 sets for 2 reps. But at the end, it was the 5th set. The last rep was a little bit grindy. And I'm trying to be strict about not doing any bad reps. Now, that doesn't mean that every rep was perfect. But I'm trying to be a little more conscientious and a little more serious. And during these kind of build-up stages, I don't want to be doing anything grindy if I can help it. You know, my DOMs have been severe enough that it doesn't seem worth it, you know? So the last 3 sets, I wimped out and did just singles. And they felt really good. They felt really clean. The last one was relatively awful, which is right where I wanted to be. And then I did 3 sets of 6 with 135, just kind of getting some rep work, some more serious rep work. And in week 1, I did 3 sets of 4. Week 2, 3 sets of 5. This week, 3 sets of 6. For my deload week, what I think I'm going to do, and I'm not 100% on this, but I think I'm going to deload with 8 sets of 1, and then maybe I'll do an AMRAP at 135. I don't know. Either that or 3 sets of 5. Just like pare it back, just be simple, something I can recover from, and get ready for more interesting stuff on week 5. Week 5, I'm going to work in my first triples at 185. Now, those of you who've been following for a while, that is still not really that crazy for me. I mean, I think I've gotten a set of 7 with 185. So this was, now, that was before injuries and sickness and all of that. But all that notwithstanding, you know, I'm certainly capable of deeper rep ranges than this. I'm trying to give myself a little space to grow, and I'm trying to give myself an opportunity to work reps in a more serious way so that, you know, I'm not, I got a dog, so that I'm not like under the gun every time I work out, you know. I'm scaring that poor bastard. Here, I'll keep moving. Anyway, that's the basic plan, you know. Now, my goal is by New Year's, and I'm at the halfway point of that, to get 20 reps, 20 unbroken reps at 185. And I'm a long ways from that, but I also feel like it's an achievable goal. I'm also supposed to get 20 unbroken pull-ups, which I've done literally no work on. But I'm going to give myself maybe another month, maybe less, before I really start working on that too. And yeah, I feel like this can happen, you know. The first 6 months of 2023 have been pretty shit, but this last 3 weeks, my training is going great. My motivation's good. I feel strong. I feel happy to be in the gym. I feel like everything's going in the right direction. As long as I don't get too ambitious, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to make consistent, moderate progress, injury free. Now, I should knock on wood. I'm not superstitious unless it comes to bartending or working out. And then I'm very superstitious. So yeah, I don't know. Like famous last words and all of that. Like, well, let's just see. Let's just see, right? I think that 20 squats at my body weight, meaning on my back, my body weight, is an achievable goal. And you know, if I'm smart and I don't let my emotions push me around, I should be able to do this, you know, and I'm excited. If I could do 20 dead hang pull-ups and squat my body weight 20 times unbroken, that would be pretty amazing. That would be a first for me, you know? And at 46 years old, that ain't too bad. What else? Oh, these sets of 6. I'm still going down to the milk crate. The milk crate's 10 or 11 inches. I'm just doing touches for these reps, not full stops. I'm hinging a little too far forward, but I'm pretty fatigued, and I don't feel in any way bad about that. Like, that's just my mechanics. That's just the way my body works. You know, I'm gonna have a little bit of a good morning squat. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, should you really be practicing those Kang squats? I mean, didn't you do Kang squats yesterday? Isn't that like putting you right in the motor pattern? Yeah, you have a point there. But I really like Kang squats. And I think they're a super good mobility drill. And Matthew, if you're listening today, maybe put the bar on your back and just see how some Kangs feel with that tweak you got. I'm glad you're feeling better, my man, or at least not worse, you know? In all likelihood, it's just a tweak, you know? And we've all been there. We know how that works. What else? I think that's it. This is my last set, a set of 6. I almost threw up after this one. It was dizzying, you know? You know you're doing something when you have your belt on the same notch. The whole workout took me about 40 minutes. And in the beginning, the belt is loose or loose-ish, you know, for a lifting belt, I mean. And by the end, it feels like your guts are gonna burst out of it, you know? Your blood pressure gets pumping. There's extra gore in your tissues. And yeah, oof, just dizzying. Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today. Tomorrow, rest day and play.